Hi everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about how to stop caring what other people think about you and how to compare yourself less to other people, whether it's success, beauty, all that jazz. So I just want to start off by saying it's completely normal to feel jealous or even compare yourself. It's all human nature. Like, we all do it, and wanting attention is completely normal, and you're not some evil person for wanting attention or this demon for wanting attention or just wanting to perfect yourself. Sorry about that, but let's just get started into this because okay, let's talk about being scared of what other people think about you. Let's first keep in mind that no matter what happens, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, people are going to have their fixed perception of you, and you can't control that. So you need to have this mindset of, sorry if you hear yelling or children, but let's get back into it. But you need to have this mindset of, no matter what happens, no matter what they think of me, it's just how it is, because I can't control that. I can only control myself. You can't stop anyone from thinking or feeling how they feel or think about you. It's just an inevitable thing. So I'm always telling myself, even when I feel like, what if they're gonna judge me? Okay, well, first, if you know you're not a bad person, not a bad bone in your body, why would they judge you? Okay? And if they are, that's something that they need to look at within themselves. Because why are you judging me when I'm not affecting your life anyway, anyhow? So always look at it that way. If you feel like, what if they're gonna judge me? Okay, why are they judging me? Why do I even care? Sometimes people judge us because, for God knows what, sometimes they feel just jealous, envious, scared of you. Sometimes they just don't like you. And honestly, it's like, oh well, you can't help that. You can't control that. So you really have to just be like, what's the point of being so scared, holding myself back, just because I'm scared of what other people are going to think about me? Okay, first, you're not going to be in their mind. They're not in your mind. So it's like, and even if you are scared of how they're going to think about you, you aren't going to know unless they are literally like, I don't like you, this was terrible, something was terrible, like. And a lot of people, if they are judging you, they're scared to say it in your face, unless they're like very horrible people. Then again, that's something that they have to really dig deep within themselves. Now ask yourself, would you rather be this completely made up character who is very fake, doesn't tell the truth, but everybody likes them, but you don't know for sure if people like you or don't? And one day maybe someone's going to turn against you, or everyone's going to turn against you, and that is going to just wreck you completely, because this character is based by everyone else. Would you rather be authentic, true to who you are, always happy, and you don't care who likes or doesn't like you, but you always are going to have this beautiful energy about you because you just radiate this sense of strong self, because you just don't care how other people feel about you, think about you. No one truly knows who you are. No one is going to be with you 24/7. No one is in your head. No one knows how you truly feel. No one knows your life like you know your life. So allowing other people to dictate your life completely, just because you don't know how the next person is going to feel about what you want to express, what you want to say, what you want to do in life. There is a big difference between constructive criticism and judgment. You need to know the difference between the two, because there's really big difference, and allowing yourself to understand where constructive criticism is coming from and where judgment is coming from, and having boundaries with judgment is something that's very important. When you're constantly scared of judgment, you don't know and understand what constructive criticism is, and if someone is really truly wanting you to improve, and they'd be like, I don't believe this is a good thing for you, or I don't think that this looks good on you, and you feel like that's a personal attack, but you don't know that they are trying to really just help you, it's something that could really fuck you up. There's always going to be someone who truly wants to help us from the heart and wants us to succeed, and there's a lot of people who don't like that idea. And always trust your intuition with this too. I'm going to talk about judging others now, because this is something that can go hand in hand with what being afraid of what people think of you, because I know when we are scared of succeeding or being confident, doing something, and we see someone else do it, we're like, oh, how are they gonna do it but I can't, or how can they do it and I don't know. But that goes with comparing yourself to, and I'm gonna get into that in a second. But being nice is very much a gift, and this world nowadays is like me. It's all about me, which isn't a bad thing. It's very, very important to put yourself first. Stepping in your own energy, knowing your true self. But always come with compassion. Always see other people and just love that, and know that that could be you one day. or if someone's judging you, just see that I'm a person that sees the good in everybody, and it could be a bad thing, it could be a good thing. I feel like it's a blessing for me because I truly do not have a negative bone in my body at all. And I never like to judge people because you never know. You seriously would you never know. And we always come to assume, but especially when people are doing really good, have a lot of money especially, we're like, oh, they make it look easy. Or like, how can they have that? Like, they don't deserve that. When you don't know, they could have had to sacrifice so much, and you just don't know. If the person is mean, I get that. I do. But never allow yourself to be judging someone else because you feel jealous or envious or just feel like you don't deserve it, because all in all, the reason why we judge people is because we feel like we don't deserve it, or we just are so caught up in our pride. I'm going to go into comparing yourself to others. I know since we're in this media, it's because of social media, we are constantly comparing ourselves because we all, mostly on social media, we have this fixed way of what life is supposed to look like, what our bodies are supposed to look like, what beauty is supposed to look like, and you need to come to understand that that's not the case. And you would know that in our day-to-day lives, like, not a lot of on the media is true. Sometimes when you're comparing yourself, it drives you to feel like you need to become that person, you need to copy that person. And I'm making a video on that too. But you did not come to this earth meant to be someone else. You came to this earth to live the most authentic life. And you aren't meant to always be a certain person, have a certain lifestyle, just because everyone else has it. And honestly, if everyone was the same, it would just be really boring. I know a lot of people say this, but it's like, it's really true, because I value authenticity. I value the difference of people and how people see the world, view just life, how their life is. Even a slight difference with people is like, it's beautiful, because it's just like, not everyone's gonna be the same. Not everyone is meant to be the same. That's what makes everything so beautiful. So it's like, why are you comparing yourself? You're not meant to be someone else. You wouldn't compare an apple and an orange. One is orange, one is red and green. They taste different. They're in the same category, of course. We're all humans, but we don't look the same. We're not the same color. We don't have the same friends. We don't have the same likes. We don't have the same dislikes. So it's like, why are you comparing yourself when you aren't even, there's nothing to compare at all. There's nothing to compare. And I had to realize that with myself. I'm like, okay, why are you comparing yourself? Like, literally, y'all have the completely different backgrounds. You don't even know their life. Why are you comparing it? And you have to realize, like, a lot of stuff doesn't come easy. So it's like, if you're comparing yourself to, like, beauty, or if you want to be fit or get rich, okay, well, what are you going to do to be fit or get rich or be prettier? Sit down all day and just expect it to happen overnight because you think that you deserve it and they don't? Everyone deserves happiness. Everyone deserves to be free. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. You need to realize that your authentic self is very beautiful, and you need to embrace that with your life. Constantly comparing yourself to someone else is just going to hold you down, and you're going to basically have this mask over your eyes where it's like you want to constantly be this person, knowing you can't be this person. You will never be this person. You can only be yourself. You can only be your ideal self. Your ideal self cannot be someone else. If you're going to compare yourself from your past self. I'm always like, okay, what is the point of comparing myself if I know I can't be this person? And if I try, it's gonna obviously be fake, and it's gonna make me feel worse about myself. Because that always happens when you're trying to be someone else that you're not. You're just gonna feel worse about yourself because your intuition is going to be going off. It's going to be like, this isn't me, why are you doing this? Going completely against your moral compass, all because you think that if you're this next person, people are going to like you. You need to come to understand that not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone can like you, because we all have our different opinions. We all value different things, and what we want in a friend or in a relationship, it all is different. I can't tell you how to be confident. I can't tell you how to find yourself, because it all comes down to our experience. It all comes down to our beliefs. It all comes down to sitting down with yourself and really questioning who you are, allowing yourself not to be dictated by everyone else's thoughts or how they even look, how even social media. You can't let social media dictate who you are. But honestly, my biggest tip for if you want to gain confidence is take a public speaking class. I highly, highly, highly suggest that. Or you could work in customer service, but if you're not really for that, don't do it. But things like that, find things that will really allow yourself to be expressed in your own way. Communicating with people in your style. You can even do what I'm doing. Start a podcast, make a channel, do things that like really speak to you. If you feel like you want to do something, do it. Literally, if you feel that fear of what if people are gonna hate it, bitch, do it. Don't even think about it. Because all you're doing is holding yourself back. Because even if you think people are gonna think negatively about you, they're not truly holding you back. You're the one holding yourself back. You're the one that's not allowing yourself to just do it because you're feeling paralyzed by all the emotions of what are people going to really think about me? Always be open with constructive criticism, but don't allow yourself to be consumed with judgment. It's really up to you to say, hey, I'm not going to allow people to judge me anymore. Or I'm not going to allow me to hold myself back because I think the next person is going to judge me because I want to do something. Or I'm scared that someone's going to feel some type of way because of something I want to do. I know from starting this, I had thoughts of what if people from school were going to find this channel and just dog on me. I always have those thoughts, but I'm like, okay, well, does it really matter? Does it really matter though? Like, a lot of people aren't really gonna say anything to me. If they do even find a channel and really don't fuck with it. So it's like, because no one's gonna really say it into your face. Like, I know this from experience. I don't know why, but like, I always think that, especially in middle school or like early high school, I would think if I try to speak up for myself, someone's gonna try to like beat my ass. I genuinely don't know why, because it's just how I was. Like, I would always see like fighting videos and stuff, and it was so terrible, like bad mistake. But I would always be like, if I spoke up for myself, or if I did something I wanted to do, someone's gonna like just randomly decide to just fight me. I don't know why. But then over time, I've realized there's people that judge me. There's people who say things, but they won't say it to my face. So it's really not like you're creating these scenarios in your head of, oh, that person's gonna judge me for sure. Okay, well, if you try to think, you never know. What if they like it? What if they love what you did? What if something that you said spoke to them? You never know. Honestly. And there's some negative people who are bullies, and honestly, you can't just be like, oh, they just hate me. No. Get up and report them. Or be like, enough is enough. You need to stop this. And realize maybe they've grown up in a very bad environment. Don't be like, oh, people just hate me. Don't allow yourself to be this victim. Don't victimize yourself to a point where you feel just paralyzed. I think that's all really I have for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you could take some things from this. I hope you guys do really enjoy this. Again, it's up to you to rather decide if you're gonna just be in a state of holding yourself back because you are scared of what people are gonna think about you, or just doing a thing regardless of how people are gonna feel or think about you. Don't go around being an asshole though. Don't be mean. Don't be rude. Hope my butterflies have a great day. Bye.